looks like we are good. So, last week, you fought a bunch of bugs. Gorza went down, but was rescued by Miss Olivia. Tian Shi, Fleur's familiar, actually took down one of the bugs. Let's see. You discovered the way out was by having Harmony lightning punch a thing in a closet, which led out to a different room that appeared to be a desert. Miss Olivia called for an hour-long nap because she could see some ruins on the other side of a sand dune. Daehoon, Harmony, and Gorza weren't very comfortable because they're not used to desert dry heat. After the long rest, you crested over the sand dune and caught sight of a bulge of sand moving in your general direction. About 50 or so feet away, a head poked out of the sand to be similar that of a dinosaur. Sterbon conversed with the creature for a bit. Negotiations broke down a little as it claimed that you all looked pretty tasty. And tried to make off with Olivia. However, most of you made the smart choice of running away. And it actually brought Sterbon out of Allosaurus form once. Until Fleur managed to rescue him through Thunderstep. After making your way through the doorway in the ruins, you found yourselves in the treasure room. Miss Olivia took a quick second to clean at least herself off of all the sand, because that stuff never gets out. Take it from someone who has been to sand dunes. It doesn't get out. And Liv, Fleur, and Sterbon decide to go take a look down the other way out of the treasure room, to a way that you haven't come before, leaving Harmony and Gorza to prevent Daehoon from going further in. Because for some reason she doesn't trust Daehoon with necromancy.
Wait, but why?
Oh geez, I wonder.
I only want to be immortal.
I wonder why she wouldn't trust the demon-infested paladin with necromancy.
And so that brings us over to this week, where after collecting the loot that I absolutely did think of what you got. Anyone who says otherwise is fake news. And we come.
Shit, a robe of the Archmage.
No, definitely not that.
Did I get anything?
I will say that a set of plate armor is magical. However, what kind of magic you'll have to wait for identify, as there aren't exactly price tags on these like the last time.
Well, I don't really care. He's putting it on.
Oh, yeah, Sturbon and Liv went around pack-manning everything in the room. With their bags of holding.
Oh, could I have that, please? Please, it might be really important, like fire resistance, or maybe psychic resistance. That could be cool.
I wouldn't imagine why, as she hands some of the rusty nails that she was prying up with a prestidigitated hammer to David.
Alright, wait. Out of character. Can that happen? Like, I'm just gonna call it presto. A prestoed hammer. Does that work?
It's a non-magical trinket that fits in the palm of my hand. Yes.
But it does have, like, physical mass and all that.
Yeah, it's not an illusion. It's actually conjuring an item.
Okay. Cool, thanks. Sorry.
Okay, so while Liv, Starabon, and Fleur are on your way down the passage, you hear talking from down the hall.
Liv looks back at Fleur and Sturbon and jokingly does that Mission Impossible thing of getting up to a wall and holding up like a finger gun and then realizing neither of them get the reference. And then just standing back at attention.
As you're to up to a point where you hear someone is coming. Make yourselves ready. You find yourselves in a room like so, right? Without Dehun and Gorza, because they're just present so that they can see what's going on the map.
Like they never left.
So I just put it here in the corner and pretend I don't exist.
Yes.
Snazzy.
So, Sturbon, should I do the normal thing I do with the door, or do you want to get it? Because I will do the normal thing I do with the door. I'm not hearing a no from you, Sturbon. I'm not actually hearing anything from you, Sturbon. You're kind of mute, and this is kind of scary. To at least give us like a disappointed bark or something.
Jeez. I didn't realize my mic was off. Sorry about that.
I was wondering because you weren't muted on Discord, at least not according to my phone.
Yeah, no, I have several ways of muting myself. No, I usually never use Discord though. But because of some issues with some apps. But I guess I'll open the bloody door.
Alright, fine. No theatrical entrances.
The door opens easily enough. Do you poke your head through? Or you just waltz on in?
Boom. I waltz right in.
Yes.
Liv desummons prestidigitated power screwdriver because she was about ready to take the thing off the hinges.
Alright. Okay, and so you see, well, let me just change what layer I'm on so I can show you these. You see a centaur with that appearance.
Oh, it's you.
Yes, it is
Holy
is my Discord profile currently.
Holy shit, Sturpon, they got a 2.
Hey, what now?
They got a 2.
Do you see that 3 over in the corner?
Shut up about that.
Sorry, I know.
Ghost Hoon raises an excellent point. Do you think they have more numbers on the floor?
Oh dear.
It does look like a really good map, though. Sorry.
So you see a female centaur with that appearance. The Hula Jing you've been waiting for. A woman of some sort, a dwarf, and a kobold with that kind of appearance, though less pixelated.
Wow, and one of them is shockingly low res.
Alright. Where did you get that picture of the kobold?
That is from the.
Just online, or did you actually make that?
I made it through Reroll, or an app called Reroll.
Got it. Sorry. Keep going.
The centaur looks battle ready in your direction. The kobold also has a shield and a kind of looks like a short spear with a really long metal head. He looks ready to fight, but as soon as he sees you, he lowers them and says, "Really? That's what you were worried about? A bunch of nobodies? I really thought more of you, Nightmare."
I would be more offended if I wasn't so intrigued by this too. She looks back over at the Hujing. You really know how to interior decorate. I've been trying to convince our party to get a number on the deck of a ship for a long time, and they say no. We can't afford a 6. Stop saying that. What? No, even a 5 is too expensive. Yada yada. This is a very lovely too.
I don't remember any conversation about random numbers.
Don't worry, you're not the one that I had to argue about getting a number for the ship for. She then shoots a glance to Fleur and then back to the 2.
Sì, mortale.
Look, we absolutely could afford a 2, is all I'm saying.
Hey, babe.
Well,
honestly, though, like, if the 2's the only part of the Forbidden Room, this is kind of a disappointing Forbidden Room.
True. I have a point there.
The Fear Room was much better.
Wait. Fear Room?
Or wait, no, it's the Dread Room.
Dread Room?
Dread Room, yeah. Sharo meows in agreement.
Foxy, you didn't mention you had a Dread Room. Come on, I'm Turku the Terror. You should have at least brought that up.
Oh, that guy.
Liv snaps her eyes away from the 2 and up to the kobold. Hold on a minute. Hey, Fleur, you know what that is, right? Yeah, cool. This Forbidden Room got a hell of a lot more interesting really quickly. I wouldn't expect you to get it, Swan. You're not a warlock.
What would being a warlock be? So, what?
It's a warlock thing. Look, I don't claim to assume shit about druid shit. If we encounter some great archdruid and you want to fanboy over him, I'm not gonna stop you. Anyways, holy shit! You managed to keep that thing in your forbidden room?
No one keeps
As she
me
kills the
anywhere.
Turco, saying, Fox lady.
No one keeps me anywhere. I go where I please.
I mean, damn. Yeah, no wonder this is called the Forbidden Room. If you're keeping this thing in here.
I don't keep him here. I was merely asking Rada here for help, and Turku overheard something about a Shadowfell vampire and got very intrigued. Just kind of followed us.
Liv assumes like a ready position with her wand. Wait, is fucking Strahd here?
Who now? What?
Strahd von Zarovich. He's the vampire who's currently in the shadow. Look, we have some history, and I may or may not be harassing him with IRS letters from the Nine Hells.
There's IRS letters from the Nine. I mean, I get it makes sense that is where they come from, but
yes. I mean, neither of us work for Mammon, but we all know taxes originate from the Nine Hells.
Yeah.
Look, that bitch needs to pay his fucking mortgage, and he knows it.
Nasty.
Well, what? Did you think Castle Ravenloft was free?
I mean, at least are you getting a part of the profits for ratting them out, or?
Oh yeah, no. I mean, even like leaving the Archdevil's like company, I'm still technically getting royalties from that.
Nice.
Mind you, it's mostly in Virgin's blood.
Less nice.
Yeah, look, between vampires and Nine Hells, it kind of comes with the territory.
So pretty much useless for me. Oh
well. I mean, you can always exchange Virgin's blood for goods and services.
In the Nine Hells, though. Yeah,
well, really, anywhere.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Why do you think I'm so keen on keeping fur around? Well, it's multiple reasons, but that definitely helps.
Wait, what?
Look,
that's
you're hot,
not
you're
usually
nice,
something.
Look, you're hot, you're nice, and your blood is literally worth its weight in gold fur. I mean, it won't be in a few days if I have anything to say about it, but that's beside the point. But yeah. Sir Bon, I think you had connections to like certain devilish cults. You know damn well that you can exchange Virgin's blood for goods and services on the material too.
Perhaps.
I mean, look, I'm not even an Archdevil Warlock, and I know that.
Hell, if you pour it on a succinctly angry tree, it might beat someone to death for you. Who knows?
I'm pretty sure that requires a few more ingredients than just virgin's blood.
Well,
I could be thinking of the wrong ritual, but
well, I mean, probably.
It's not like I've looked into that sort of thing.
Look, I'm speaking specifically about ash trees. We all know that they're bitches.
True.
You're a druid. 3 of us here are warlocks, and one of them is one person here is a fox. Oh, and then there's severely proportioned horse person.
I like that observation of
Look, all I'm saying is that I'm quite literally from the Centaur's homeland, and this is the shortest fucking Centaur I've ever seen.
She's
Ouch.
6'7".
Yeah, she's still medium. Centaurs are inherently large creatures.
Usually a bit taller.
Well, I mean, okay, there was Chiron, but then Chiron got dunked on by some poison arrows from a Hydra. But I'm getting ahead of myself. Hey, ma'am, I never actually got your fucking name. She points over to the fox lady. I think we're even now after breaking and entering and setting up a Team Rocket style pitfall trap. Like, can you just like give a formal apology to my aunt? That's about all I need to ask of you.
My name is Tang Yawen.
Oh, great. Miss Olivia Falroad. Like, great that we can finally actually fucking meet.
Wait a minute, you are a favorite?
Point being is that, like, you know, technically speaking, we started a job for Lady Law. She more or less just wants to, make sure that, like, we found out who did it. We did. Can you just, like, apologize? I mean, a significantly angry enough librarian with prestidigitation can get out your vandalism. Alternatively, I could feed the cat, or I could feed that tabaxi more catnip.
I don't think you'd be able to focus on cleaning books if you were
Yes,
under
yes,
the
but it
effects
would
of.
be. Yes, but it would be funny.
Oof. Make sure you don't give them any of the catnip that's been strengthened or whatever.
Look,
Increased
so,
efficiency and making you go nuts. Supposedly.
well, no. I don't. What? I have many questions. Ron, have you turned into a cat before explicitly to get high off of catnip?
No. I just know a few
even
tabaxi who like it. I don't know. I've never tried. You right?
Should we try? Hey, do you have catnip per chance that we could borrow?
No, thank you. Besides,
I've already fed our druid the forbidden pop rocks today. I mean, frankly speaking, nothing can be worse than that.
I'm sure we could figure out a few substances that are worse than that. Fear isn't the worst thing in the world.
You want me to, like, grind the forbidden pop rocks up? Some Falrood brand cocaine?
Wouldn't that have, like, opposite effects?
It would be interesting to see, but maybe we should give that to arson.
That would definitely wake up arson.
His name is literally arson.
Oh, wait. You're right, we'd have to put him in a fireproof area.
Well, look, this is a very interesting forbidden room. Your reptile outside is kind of a douchebag. And, great to finally meet you, ma'am.
I suppose the pleasures are mine.
Yeah, I mean, I can't really get too mad. I make the same pun, Sterlon.
Sure. It never gets funnier.
Well, I mean, that's the point. It's supposed to be bad.
Oh, I see.
Come on, it's called corporate humor. It's not actually funny, but it's supposed to appeal to the lowest common denominator to separate you from your money. Or souls. Let's be real, souls. This is the Nine Hells we're talking about.
And you're a warlock.
Well, okay, now I'm not a warlock of an archdevil. In my defense... I mean, okay, yes, there's some damning evidence that I still have some blank soul contracts on my person, but I'm not a warlock of an archdevil.
True. Anyways, what exactly are we doing here?
Well, mostly trying to find a back exit that doesn't involve teaching Dehu necromancy and leaving so we don't have to deal with the fucking reptile.
Wait, what's this about Dehun and necromancy? I think that I missed that part when my when AFK for a second. AFK.
Remember, we all agreed as a company-wide decision to not teach the paladin possessed by a demon the necromantic arts. Actually, to that end, well, you're a warlock and he kind of hates warlocks, but can you like not do that weird tentacle shit around him either? Last thing we need is a demon worshipping fucking Yogg-Sothoth.
I get my powers from a kraken.
That's significantly less badass, but
Look, that Yogg-Sothoth would probably be more of the Great Old One or something. It's been a while since I took a look at the Warlock Handbook.
Oh, they put in a new edition of the Warlock Handbook. Hold up, she rummages through her bag of folding, almost tosses aside one of the Fox Lady's bras and pulls out the new Warlock Handbook and just walks over and like holds it out for Turku.
So he pulls, so very much like you. Wait, no, I just need to see the title and the author, and he'll pull out a Book of Shadows. And
wait, hold up! She'll pull out her own Book of Shadows.
Yes, our predictions from last week are coming true.
Oh dear.
Yeah, the Great Old One. Yeah, this edition's much better than the last one.
Oh yeah. No, like they fucking laminated it and everything. It's fucking great, man. I mean, come on. She turns around and walks back to her party. Well, this is a very illuminating experience. If you want to go check out the Dread Room, let's go check out the fucking Dread Room. But like, we're mostly here to put to rest the whole that bitch over there kidnapped our unpaid intern. Paid. She looks over at Fleur. Paid intern.
Yes, we made it paid some time ago when you decided to take a break for a bit.
Well, we pay him in air quotes. Once he racks up 100 good points, he can redeem it for a free sandwich at the canteen.
As long as you don't make the bloody sandwich, I think we're good.
We have a chef on the ship's canteen.
Yes, but I've seen what you've made. I think it's an important distinction.
Okay, fair point. But why would I make something when we have a chef on the ship's canteen?
True.
That said, he's currently at -3 good points.
Oh, do you calculate those exactly?
Well, you see, running off and joining the Fox Lady in an extra dimensional tower counts as losing good points, and you can in fact go below 0.
I don't think that was intentional on his part.
Look, point being is that Harmony's my favorite child, and that's by a long shot.
What?
What? It's not exactly a fucking secret.
No, I missed the name, though.
Harmony. Literally the only other child that I know of that we have.
Sorry, I didn't know if you considered your bloody abominations children.
They are most certainly not children. They can legally vote.
How? They were literally created by you less than a year ago.
Yeah, but their souls are technically over 18.
Great.
Look, if I were to rip your soul out of your body and put it into a flesh homunculus I made last week, you're still technically the same age.
Wonderful.
Yeah, I'm not going to rip your soul out. That sounds like too much trouble.
Great.
You mentioned a dread room. Where might that be?
Liv looks over at do you have the map, or does Harmony still have the map?
Flora will will take out the map and steadily get closer and hand it over to Turku, who takes it. Right off the main room.
Yeah,
Just make sure you don't get...
If you hit the kitsune room, you've gone in the opposite direction. Wait, are they kitsune or are they other types of fox spirits? Please don't tell me you've got the fucking Korean fox spirits, because that would be really fucked up of you. I'm just gonna say that flat out.
What's the difference between the Korean fox spirit and the Jap? Oof.
Multiple things, but she's actually Chinese. Either way, the point's still imperialism.
Yeah. The main difference is that the Japanese have no difference between actual foxes and kitsune. Meanwhile, the Chinese and Koreans do have a difference between mystical foxes and actual foxes.
Thanks God. That said, yeah, if you want some of the forbidden pop rocks, hold up as she will pull out some of the crystals and hold them for Turco out in her hand.
Takes one is this stuff's really weak. Well, if there's a whole room full of them, that's got to be fun.
Oh yeah, I mean, this is a very small sliver of the entire thing.
Is it possible to grow those crystals?
I don't know.
Yes.
Actually, that's a very interesting question. Can we grow more of these?
So you could just cover the outside of the bloody ship to make a dread ship.
I wasn't gonna go for dread ship, but that sounds fucking metal. Do you want something else? Do you want to cover the whole of the ship with dread crystals?
It would certainly make it difficult for people or creatures to attack it. Also make it difficult for us to even approach our own bloody ship, but...
I don't know about you. I only hear Tiamat's voice when I approach it. You're the ones who freak the fuck out.
Yeah, well, you try smelling whatever the heck that was when you have your senses increased by like 20 times.
Okay, hold up. She pulls out another one of the dread crystals and hands it over to Sermo. Eat it.
Oh, hell no.
Eat the dread crystal. You want to prove a point about that awful smell? Fine.
I am not eating that.
Right.
Note. Liv pulls out her Book of Shadows again and speaks into it. Note to self: figure out how to grind this thing up into an elixir and put in a syringe and inject it to Serban while he's asleep.
Great.
Anyways, she puts the Book of Shadows away.
It's alright.
I'm gonna learn a few more things for a few different circles of druids now. Just for the...
Honey, I don't need to sleep.
True.
Okay, so you hear the voice of Tiamat. Well, that's gotta be fun. You wanna go?
I mean, fuck, I can go back. Who knows? Maybe this time we'll hear Asmodeus. Hey, who here wants to hear the Lord of the Nine Hells speak to us in cryptic omens? Raise of hands.
Turku raises his hand.
No takers? Other than you. Okay.
Yeah,
Well,
let's leave this bunch of losers behind. Let's go.
Liv hands Shara over to Fleur. And we'll get on the brim of holding and fly after Turku.
And Starmon.
Shara dejectedly meows something that Starborn can only guess is.
I could still understand that, I think. How long has it been since the bloody spell?
Less than an hour.
Oh yeah, you haven't cast anything else that requires concentration, have you?
No, actually, no, it's gone.
Oh.
Amanda. How unfortunate.
My audio is doing something rather funky. I'm gonna leave and come back, see if that fixes things. Maybe that might have fixed something. Starmon, what are you gonna do now that it's just you and Fleur in the room with these people?
And a very dead vampire.
You just, well, from your angle, you wouldn't really see anything.
Alright.
At least, if your token is representative of where Starmon is, you wouldn't see anything.
Yeah, he'd still be pretty far back.
This has been an adventure, but I think that your problem has been dealt with. Tang, you have the room back, and my services are no longer required. And she will head out the same way that Turku and Liv went.
Great, so at least we know the exit. Sure.
Yeah, so that way does in fact lead to the bedroom that you were in, right? That you looted all the clothes from with Olivia.
Right.
Oh, holy shit, we're back here.
Yeah, and
Wait, hold up, Turkey, 1 second. As she grabs the sheets and blankets off of the bed and stuffs them in her bag. Okay, let's get going.
Perfectly altruistic.
Yeah, she left the pillows.
Right. Okay, back in the treasure room. It's been a couple of minutes since Liv, Starborn, and Fleur left. Arson is still on the floor. Out. Cold, I guess.
Cold in air quotes because he's a fire genasi.
Yep.
I mean, he's like, nope. He's partially cold, I guess, at this point.
He's out hot.
Yeah.
Doesn't have.
Yes?
Oh, I'm wanting to poke my head into the door and shout if they've found the fox lady.
Yeah, that's easy enough to do. Saravon, you hear Gore's asking if you found the fox lady.
Sure. It was. I called back. Sure. Totally fine here. How you guys all looking?
Oh, fine. Just should we still keep Daehoon from coming back there? Is it okay?
Excellent question, but yeah, I think he can come back here.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
All right. Well, you heard it from Serban.
yes.
Okay,
Follow
excuse me,
them.
please.
Just don't. Just as long as he doesn't try
Oh
and
wait,
murder people.
sorry. What is that?
What?
This.
Uh, from that angle, you wouldn't be able to see it. You would just be able to see these two, like, kind of look like, for lack of a better term, a rack, like, you know, the torture device.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, yeah. Wait, this is like Daehoon's favorite room, isn't it?
All right, Daehoon's gonna first off, he's gonna come over here. Let's see, investigate.
Not the most interesting of places, that's for sure.
It is a very disappointing forbidden room.
Yes.
Let's see.
All right, so well, you see what appear to have been signs of battle, very recent. You do actually manage to see a a pile of something right where this is. It kind of looks just like black cloth and black goo.
All right, Daehoon's gonna stay away from that. Is this actually here?
Yes, and there is actually a body right there. Either a half giant or a Goliath. You're not exactly sure.
Gross. All right, what's on this thing?
Looks to be various sorts of unfinished potions and alchemical formulas.
Are the formulas in like stacks of paper?
Yes, but you don't speak Fey, do you?
Nope.
Then you can't read any of this stuff there.
Does anyone here speak whatever this is?
The one person that can speak Sylvan in our party is currently holding two separate animals.
Well, she currently has Shara in her arms, and Tian Shi is like wrapped around like a scarf.
Wait. Can I have seen this sort of language before, recognize what it is, and then
Roll a
give
history
it over
check.
to her specifically?
Roll a history check.
Remember that?
I don't think Fleur has written in Sylvan, has she?
Nope. Alright. The only place that you might have seen it, at least, like, and been consciously aware of written Sylvan, would have been the Feywild Hot Springs episode, but no, not with that roll. You don't recall anything that looks like that.
He was mostly demonic at the time too, wasn't he?
Yes, I was very demonic at the time.
Yeah, so makes sense then.
All right. To the room at large, is it okay if I burn this stuff? And maybe the body as well?
Why would you wait? You want to burn the papers?
Yeah. I mean, like, whatever that was doing, pointing at this, to this, whatever it is, cannot have been good, right?
Just
You
give
guys-
it to
No.
me, man.
No?
Just give the papers to me. It's totally fine.
Are you okay with this? I mean, he's a spirit of nature, so.
Alright. Go ahead. I mean, I have no idea what it was doing in here. It's that thing's kind of the reason why this room was boarded up.
Oh,
So this place is where the vampire. Well,
gross. All right, yeah, here
So-
you.
awesome. I'll take those papers.
Sharon, yeah, something.
Item
to
acquired.
do
Sheaf of papers.
along the lines of, are we sure we should let Dehun read those?
I mean, he wanted to destroy them, so I think it's totally fine. But
He can't even read them. That's why he wanted to destroy them.
yeah,
If I can't understand it, I destroy it. Oh, speaking of destruction, can I have some of that armor? These are completely related.
some of what now?
The. Oh wait, I wasn't there, was I?
For
I mean-
what?
For the armor, the plate.
You were there. Everyone was present when Liv and Sterbon started pac-manning the treasure.
All right, do you guys have like 20 minutes? I want to get this new armor on.
I would rather like to be out of this
All right, wait.
random
Vince,
person's
did-
home.
Did we get the armor before the short rest?
No.
No.
Okay, I want that armor.
Shara, once again, will rouse something more in general, but specifically to the one thing that can currently understand it, but shockingly is not Sturbon. Of along the lines of, actually, no, it probably would take about 20 minutes for those two to get back, wouldn't it?
Probably.
The cat's doing a funny. What's going on?
Shara starts cleaning himself and then inexplicably also furs hand by accident.
It probably doesn't feel too good because cat tongue.
It's slightly awkward and it's kind of weird because it keeps slipping off of his paw.
Like he expects it to be a different shape.
He accidentally is doing it.
Accidentally cleaning Fleur's hand.
Yes. He's trying to clean himself, but he's just also accidentally getting the hand.
Right.
Unlike Arson, she's not spicy, so he doesn't notice.
Spicy as a blazing hot with the. Oof. Oh well. Jeez, what was that? Did my mic
Something's
fall out?
okay. Is that something on my audio or is that something
Okay,
else?
so it wasn't just me who heard that. I straight up thought my headphones were falling out of the audio.
No, somebody's popping.
Okay, let me see. Okay, well, something's going on with my audio right now.
I think that's a question for Arthur. If Liv managed to pack in the armor, if Sturbon managed
I
to
think
pack
it's
in
like a roll of fate. You just roll a 20.
Yeah. Because if Liv has it, then you gotta wait for her to get back with the 20th level warlock from the Dread Room.
Okay, all right. 10 or 1 to 10, it's Liv. 11 to 20, it's Sturbon.
Pretty much. Roll.
Yes.
Congratulations.
That said,
Sturbon,
it also
Sturbon,
takes
Sturbon.
an hour to don heavy armor.
Wait, it does?
It
Yeah,
does? Okay.
I thought it was just 20 minutes.
I think that's just medium.
Oh.
Because you have to figure for plate mail, you have to.
We are gonna have to. You just hold on to that, okay? I really want it, but we're gonna have to wait a little while.
All right. I don't know why you want it though. It's heavy as all bloody get.
Do you look at what I'm wearing? I'm wearing plate currently.
Chara looks up from cleaning himself / Fleur and comments under his breath of, "Are we sure it's even fitted to him?"
No, it's gotta be even more uncomfortable in that regard.
I love that's the one thing that Starbuck is just a backhanded comment about Daehoon.
Okay, right. Daehoon's gonna just stick right next to Struban as long as it takes.
Oh, so as long as I hold this bloody armor, I get a bodyguard as well. That's wonderful.
If you keep it for too long, I will try to kill you.
Oh, really?
I think
Yeah,
you're
it's a
going to get
bodyguard
eaten
with
by
a-
an Allosaurus.
I'll try.